preparing volunteers.
Are you wondering what you're going to do for activities each week? Well, don't worry about it. You got it in the bag, literally. Another resource provided in the Project Get Outdoors Toolkit is this great backpack of activities. If you don't have one, just assemble a list of items in your own pack. Sarah will tell you what's inside.
When you set a date for starting your community's Project Get Outdoors program, you'll get an activity backpack full of supplies to help you get your kids engaged with the outdoors. Let me show you what's inside. The backpack contains some key supplies, such as a leader tag, a clipboard for your participant roster, a first aid kit, sunscreen, bug spray, and a water bottle. You want to keep these basic items with you at all times. Other items in the backpack are an animal call, which is great for getting the group's attention, binoculars, and a digital camera with rechargeable batteries. Use the camera to take pictures of your adventures so you can share them with the local newspaper and post them on your program's blog on the Project Get Outdoors website. There are also a Pocket Naturalist fold-out nature guide, blindfolds to use for games and to get the kids to listen to nature, a magnifying glass, a bag of balloons, a small foam ball, a rope for team building games, sidewalk chalk, small paper bags, and an art pouch filled with crayons, regular and colored pencils, glue sticks, markers, and a pencil sharpener. If you have one of the Let's Go Outside backpacks donated by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, you'll have a couple of extra items. There will be a nature activity book, a thermometer, a weather frame, a bug box, an eye scope, a set of activity cards, and a nature journal. An Activity Ideas booklet is included in every backpack, and it was designed especially for Project Go volunteers. This booklet provides program leaders with over 100 outdoor activity ideas that can be done using the supplies provided in the backpack. A CD-ROM comes with the booklet, and it's packed full of outdoor activity lesson plans, coloring sheets, and ideas you can print off and copy. You can be confident that you can lead enough activities to last an entire year just by using the backpack each week, so there's no need to be nervous or unsure about how to make this program work in your community. Of course, you can't forget the snacks. In some cases, you may be teamed up with another agency or group that already provides the snack. But if you're working independently, it's recommended that a snack be provided by Project Get Outdoors. This gives us the opportunity to introduce children to healthy snacking habits and to make sure the children are well nourished and ready to move and explore outdoors. Ideas on healthy snacks are also included on the Toolkit CD-ROM that comes with the handbook.
Hey, we've got something else for you too. Check out the junk in Sarah's trunk.
Correction, junk in the trunks. We've got a bunch of trunks filled with activities that you can borrow for free to use with your community's program. Here are some examples. In the first trunk, we have supplies for making plaster casts of animal tracks. We have our plaster, a jug for our water, we have spoons, bowls, and a measuring cup for mixing the plaster. We have washcloths and wipies for cleanup. And we have many tracks. In case you go out on your hike and you can't find any actual animal tracks, we have rubber casts that you can use to push down in the mud and make casts from those. But that's not all. The second trunk is stuffed with supplies for collecting and observing insects. We have bug boxes. We have insect collecting nets. We have an eye scope so you can see the world through the eyes of an insect. We have a variety of little insects that you can play camouflage games with. Many hand lenses. There's an insect butterfly puzzle. We have tubs for collecting and observing insects. We have fold-out bug cages for butterflies, grasshoppers, flying insects, field guides to butterflies and caterpillars, and a fun bug book with lots of activities for kids. Wait, there's more. The third trunk is full of supplies to teach children about Minnesota wildlife. We have skulls and antlers and bones. We have pictures of different animal signs, tracks and signs, and several different calls. Now you're probably saying, that's a lot of stuff, but we're not done yet. The fourth trunk is loaded with geocaching supplies. There's a nice little handbook in here that tells you about geocaching, and also some handouts that show you how to use the GPS receivers. We also have several GPS units you can use with your youth, as well as compasses if you want to show them how to do the good old-fashioned orienteering. We provide an ammunition kit to hide your geocache. They're a little tricky to open sometimes. And inside, there are prizes that your kids can have when they find your hidden cache. If you're thinking there couldn't be more, you'd be wrong. The fifth trunk is packed with bird watching supplies. We have field guides. We have little birdies that make sounds. You can hide them out in the forest and have the kids go look for them. All kinds of birds. Woohoo! We have the bird song identifier, which also makes bird sounds, to learn about the different calls birds make. Several pairs of binoculars. We have stories about birds. And we have bird bingo. And these are only 5 of the trunks. We have many more jammed with everything from art projects to camping supplies.
The equipment trunks can be checked out through your nearest regional Project Go coordinator. If you don't happen to be in Minnesota, you can assemble your own trunks. You may be able to get people and businesses in the community to donate many of the things you need.
Beyond the backpack and the trunks, there are a few items that you'll want to gather for use in your program. Keep on hand sunscreen, bug repellent, and a full bottle of water. At least one of the adults working with the kids should carry a cell phone for emergencies. In case of bad weather, I like to keep some puzzles and games on hand to keep the kids busy. I also like to have a big kickball so that we can play a spontaneous large motor skills game when we need to burn off energy or fill in some spare time. In case a child isn't properly dressed for winter activities, I keep spare hats, gloves, and winter clothes on hand. You can get these from unclaimed lost and found items at the end of the winter season. You can get extravagant in getting supplies, but I found that these items allow me to be ready to handle almost anything.
It doesn't take much money to get the supplies to offer a well-prepared program. The most important resource will not be purchased items, but rather volunteers like you. Fortunately, you're not in this alone. There's help from Project Get Outdoors.
If you're in Minnesota, before you begin your Project Get Outdoors program, a regional coordinator will come to your community to guide your core volunteers through a special 1-hour training. This training is designed to introduce you to youth development concepts and methods for engaging children with nature. If you can't attend this training in person, you can still get the information. Just watch the volunteer training in the extras section of this presentation. Even if you've attended the training, the extras section might be a helpful review for you. Your regional coordinator will work closely with volunteers to provide ongoing training and other resources. We will also connect volunteers to wonderful online training tools that are offered for free and can be viewed from the comfort of your home or on a computer at the local library.
Oh boy, these kids are sure gonna sleep well tonight. Well, it looks like we're ready to head out again. Just think, soon you'll be out here exploring with your own group. What a great way to volunteer and make the world a little better. Thanks again for all your efforts to bring Project Get Outdoors to your community. Hey kids, follow me.